Hi, this is Larry Zoro. Well, I'm doing it. I'm going to make money off of these patio tomatoes. I got what? Two for $3.50. About $1.75 a piece. Two. What I mean, you look for the ones that have two plants in it. You separate it. And then they're only $1.75 a piece instead of being $3.50 for one. You got two. And what you got to do is make money on these things. You're going to sell it, 10, depending where you're at. I'm going to go probably for 10 because I live in the country. You're going to sell them right there near my front yard. And you could do it probably for 15. Yeah, well, look at some of the plants they sell that are already humongous. And you can see what I'm saying. Yeah, it's worth 15. But you do it. You do it with a clothes basket, and you do it with a PVC pipe that's 6 inches in diameter, and the basket goes down 12 inches, and it's about 12 inches across or a little more, except on the bottom. And if you read my book, you'll know how to make the donut shape aged hay, and you use that in there. You just put your PVC pipe in there, start layering the hay. Pull the PVC pipe out, you got a hole. In that hole, you put the richest soil that you got. And notice, 6 inches, fill that thing up in no time. You're not going to spend a lot of money on soil. It ain't like you're going to put soil in that basket. First, I wouldn't hold it because of the holes on the side. This is a laundry basket for clothes. And, you need hay. My own design. Now pack the hay around that PVC pipe. Do it gently. Just push it down. And then all you do is you pull the PVC pipe up, fill it up with soil, put your plant in there, water it good, and keep it someplace that the raccoons can't come and eat them when they start to ripen. That is when you're going to sell the plant, is when it's loaded with fruit. When it's red and loaded, it'll be like a lure to a fish, but in this case, it'll be a customer. You'll see the redness of the fruit and say, for $10, you get all that? That's right. You get it. $10. It only cost me, what, $1.75 for the plants. Add $1 for the basket, the laundry basket. Well, there you go, $2.75. You got some soil, we'll just say $1 of soil. It's probably a lot less than that. So what do you have? You got $3.75. We got about $4. You take that and generously 50% markup. You get around $10, but you can make more money on that. And, it's light. It's light. You can put it in your car. You can take it someplace and professionally sell them if that's what you want to do. Just make sure you tell people this is Larry Zoro's design and get his book. It's really, really interesting book. No, you don't have to do that. But anyway, yeah, you're gonna make some money on these things. Think of other plants you could do the same thing. Oh, the sky's the limit. Can you imagine all the crappy looking plants people take to these outdoor markets, produce markets, and they're wilted and they're just hot? Well, you're gonna have a living plant there. I think I've started something. Yeah, let's go to those food markets and sell our stuff that's alive and they can take it home. And it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg like you got to buy an expensive pot. You got to buy lots of expensive soil and you grow it in the pot and it's heavy. It'll put dents in your seat or in the truck, loading it to where you want to sell it. Well, this is light. These are light. You can take them in if you want. If it got so cold in Canada, those people buying my book, if it gets so cold, bring it in. Bring it into your home. This is a patio tomato I'm starting with. I'll show you more in the future. Let's get on with some other stuff. I wanted to show you my tomato plant. Look at this. Cherokee tomato. Look how it's not spindly. Really look at it. It's not spindly. Here's a guy selling Strawbell Gardens. Use Strawbell. His stuff is spindly. I'm glad to see that he's changed and he's starting to put soil at least. At least when they put the seeds in, that soil will filter down in the hay and it'll really take off growth. But in his case, I think he's still not putting soil. You know, I started that technique, putting soil in your hay bales, but he's still far away, stuff spindly looking. I looked at his buck. Oh, yeah, he's selling it. He's got a professional looking buck. It costs you an arm and a leg to get a spindly plant. But you want bushy plants. You just want to take a look at some of mine. They're bushy. They're growing in self-made hay bales that I call pillars because there's no baling machine you need to do. Look at the luscious growth. Look at that kale. All that kale. Hey, let's see the suckling growing on the side. Oh, see, that's the reason why you don't grow in hay. It's so weedy. That ain't weedy. That's a succulent. I'm leaving it. It looks pretty, doesn't it? Growing there. And the potato, wow, it just took over the whole top of that pillar. And I healed it too. I healed it when it was an old plant. Yeah, see, it's starting to flower. I healed it just a few days ago. Yeah, you got some wilting going on there, but it's surviving. And I hope to have an increase in potatoes. That is, if that healing technique works. I've never really healed too much before. I've done a little. But look at my black radish. You don't see the pillar anymore. Where's that ugly pillar? It disappeared in green growth. That's what it does. But yeah, this is about the end of my video today. Make sure you get my book. It's Hay Gardens Without Bales, but actually you are making your own out of wire, or you're just growing in heaps of grassy compost that's been aged, and I tell you how to do it in the book to get weed-free aged hay to use in your garden. It can be done. Now, a lot of times, like this year in the springtime, there are no seeds growing. Right now there is, but not in the springtime, and you can use the hay just the way it is. And you make your pillars, and really, I found out I did a lot of green ones, and you got to check what kind of materials you're using, but it didn't heat up my plant, it didn't wilt it wasn't hot enough for that. It was cold. Cold springtime. But anyway, that's what you do. Get my book, Hay Bales. No, it ain't hay bales. Don't get it confused, but it is. They look like hay bales. Is Hay Gardens Without Bales the hay pillar method, or introduction to the hay pillar method? I call it a hay pillar. It goes up into the sky. The ground is cursed, but man, it's reaching for the sky where it's blessed. Everything. Your back is blessed. You don't have to crawl around like a worm. Going through your garden, trying to find those insects, you can do it just with a little band. A little band, I found these, it got through my protection I had of the tulle fabric, or somehow, probably, I doubled it up, but maybe they got up underneath. But anyways, these little striped beetles, they like to put holes and stuff. But you learn. You learn, you go through them, and you can because they're right. The pillar's high enough so it's right in your face, and you can spot them. You can pull them off your plants, get rid of them, and then put your tulle fabric on a little tighter. That's what I did. And anyway, I'm going to show you a picture of that striped beetle. They can be a problem. I've never had problems with them before, but they love that spinach. They're drawn to it. This is Larry Zoro. Take care. God bless. See you later. Goodbye. Happy gardening. Garden fantastic. That's right.